Okay, I'm just going to show a quick little example of where bucks like to bed on a south wind up at a farm in the Catskills. So first of all, let me just show you what the terrain looks like on the topo. This is the top of the ridge right here, sloping down, sloping down, sloping down, sloping down, and I'll do a half view. So this right here slopes down, the field goes down, and down here's a bottom. So let me put it on enhanced relief to kind of give you a 3D visual if you don't understand topography maps too well. There we go. So actually, to help you out, because it is important to learn these topography maps. So yeah, right here is facing downhill. Right at the top of this ridge right here is a spruce thicket, and the spruce thicket is on the downward facing side, so the wind's going to be coming over the back right here like so. I'm just getting an arrow, demonstrate wind. Now this is pre-rut conditions, this is mid-October, so the wind's going to be blowing right over old boy's back. Now I have heard or south would be more like that, so I have heard something about the wind tunnel. So when the wind is blowing, let's just say out of the south, right, 10 miles an hour, now the thermals are coming up the hill, and according to the hunting beasts and many others, it forms a wind tunnel to where the thermals rising up the mountainside will cause a wind tunnel right where, usually it's right on the military crest, where the land really starts to drop off. But you have to realize, just like in science and in algebra they taught, or maybe it was geometry, who knows, but they talked about these variables. Every area is going to have a variable. The only reason that this is where the bucks are bedding is this is all an oak flat. This is all an oak flat. Right here is a very, very, very thick spruce thicket, and the beds that I found are actually up in that thicket. They don't have really much view of what's coming up the hill. All the beds tend to be right up in that thick, nasty stuff. So, as I was saying, let's just say, oh shoot, the wind's going to be coming over old boy's back right here. The does, there's a doe bedding area right here. Doe immediately head to food. They don't really care too much about the wind. So this doe bedding area, it's actually right down here. It's not up as high right here. I thought that's where I was, but it's actually right here where it starts to drop off. It's just loaded with 10 to 12 beds. So at night, these dumb things, not at night, but evening stand, wind's coming over his back. I don't know why that arrow went over there. Coming over his back. His approach, thermal's going to be dropping in this direction, but at the same time he'll have a consistent wind right here. So let's erase that. Get out. Show you the field right here. So I've always seen the mature bucks in this area come out right over in this area. It's always in the corner. Spring, summer, they love this corner. So with that being said, did some on the hoof scouting, for years, and just found these spruce thickets, and all this is all blowdowns from when Hurricane Katrina or Sandy, when one of them bitches came through and knocked down a bunch of the pines. So at night, as the wind's going this way, ye old friend right here is going to come into the field with the wind to his face. He ain't too crazy about going out into the open, so he's going to want to smell whatever the F is there. Certain ones, I guess when the rut picks up, he'll crosswind it as these winds are blowing up. So as the as the night goes on, these deer in this area all tend to end up down in these fields, out in here, down in here. So let's just say the wind continued to blow south, throughout the night, and they stayed consistent. He's gonna hold on, let's get the topography up a little bit. Now I really haven't figured out exactly his route back, but normally, let's just say he wants to head this way, maybe hit some of the scrapes that are up here all along that field. He'll check them and hit them, make them all nice and fresh before he goes back into bed. Now, like I said, the winds are still consistently out of the south. Let's just say, so he's got the wind to his buttocks. He'll come in. He'll never come in from the backside, just because if a predator ever gets on his trail, he really can't see what's... Actually, the wind will. The wind, he'll be able to smell that bad boy. But as the morning goes on, he'll circle around, kind of scent check what's up in there, and he'll get right back into his spot. Right. So he's here. Winds are still out of the south. Let's just say the winds shift to out of the west during the day. He doesn't have that far to go to get to that thick, nasty stuff in there. And this is all loaded with huge rubs. I mean, this entire top of this ridge, scrapes all in here, scrapes all in here. All the activity seems to be right in here too. And another reason being with the oak flat right there. Early season, I mean, they pound those oaks. So we're going to say the winds shift out of the south that day as he was in his south preferred bedding. Here they come out of the west. Now he's going to be able to head over to that thick cover that's all in here, and he'll prop up right on the edge of the hill, because it actually stays thick, all the way up to the drop. So he'll park his rump somewhere right here. Leave it up in there, depending on how he's feeling that day. So he'll have the wind off his back. Now a lot of times they like to go into the food with the wind to their nose, but at the same time, depending on the variables in the situation, they will head in the direction of the wind. I've seen them do it. I'm sure a lot of people have. Now down in here, like I said, the wind's still coming out of the south. Down in here, loaded with oh no, that's not what I wanted. Down in here, loaded with clover and apple trees. All in here, apples, apples, apples. And they have seen a couple monster deer in the mornings and at night down in here. And so he's going to be heading up back in this direction to get back to his bed when the winds are out of the west for that day. No, don't zoom. What are you doing? Let's get back out of that. What's going on? Okay. So let's just say the winds are still out of the south or out of the west that day. They're still coming out of the west. Now, the reason why he's going to head back up in here to the west bedding, his west bedding, is because in this area there really is no other place for west bedding. If you wanted to cross the Neversink River, a lot of these hillsides don't offer any bedding for if the wind's going this way, he's not going to be bedded looking up the hill. He wants to be at the top looking down, see what's coming up with the wind coming over his back. So you can not assume it's what he's going to do. He's going to head back. He's going to head back on a west bedding. When the wind's coming this way, he'll head back up, or whatever way he decides to go. That's up to you to figure out. but he'll eventually. No, he won't do that. Whatever, I just did the hook for fun. But he'll end up in his West bedding.